and welcome to the Societal Lens podcast, where we zoom in to humanity. Today is our first episode, and as our first episode, we are going to be discussing Barbie and feminism. We are going to be discussing the extent to which the Barbie movie portrays negative stereotypes for women, and also the extent to which it promotes positive feminism.
And also Barbie in general, not just...
Yeah, Barbie. And also Barbie in general. Guys think... Barbie
about like
a
Barbie in general.
Barbie in general.
In
as
general,
a dog
I think.
movie is little.
Okay, can we talk about the Diamond Castle and how they were lesbians?
I keep telling people, like, no, they weren't lesbians.
They were
They were so lesbians.
But
They
the
were in
blonde
love.
one was wearing the dress of the colours of lesbians, and the other one was wearing the colours of bi flags.
Right.
Like,
It was
and they sailed away on a rainbow.
I don't think that's what this episode is about, but we can discuss that later.
We'll do it next time. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the
To what extent is Barbie a lesbian?
Yes.
Okay, so when Barbie was released, it was this girl in a swimming costume, which...
Yeah, it was very iconic, but not feminism.
No.
I wouldn't feel very empowered.
Elaborate.
Right, it's really sexualizing, right? Like it's Barbie is this like perfect woman, right? Like she's got the curves and the legs
and the
by
blonde
the way,
hair.
yes,
Perfect.
No, but fun fact, right? This is kind of getting off topic, but I don't care. If Barbie was the size of a normal human, right? Her neck, it would be twice the length of a normal person's.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw something about that. She's just a really long neck.
It's
Really
trying to
long.
like look more skinny, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, which also isn't great, by the way.
It's not great.
Also, midge. Is that
Yeah.
Midge.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned.
I read an article, which we'll put all of the references in the description box thing, caption, but I read an article that said Midge was supposed to be Barbie's ugly friend, and it's the fact that Midge is obviously pregnant and her body shape isn't the same as Barbie's, and she's supposed to be her like ugly friend, which is kind of like...
Midge is my favourite.
Yeah, and it helps to present like negative body image and...
There was that one puberty one.
Oh.
Where like you twisted her arm back and her
Skipper.
boobs would...
Yeah.
That's a bit weird.
It was...
yeah, so again it's like pushing sexual images onto... Because they're marketed
That's
as
the only thing that happens in
really-
puberty, by the way, guys.
really young girls. Yeah. Only thing.
But
Yeah.
Barbie has a lot of careers, which
Mm.
is super cool.
Yeah, her whole thing is like
Yes.
women can do anything. And they can, obviously, you know?
Yes, indeed.
Women can be on a podcast.
Yes, women can run an alpha male podcast.
Yeah. True.
I don't let my women pay for things, but I also don't pay
I
for
like
things
my
because
women to
they're...
look just like Barbie. Skinny and blonde and pretty.
and with their necks twice as long as
And
everyone
with-
else.
Also, the fact that Barbie has loads of different careers also fits in with, during my research, I found in 1985, there was a campaign called We Girls Can Do Anything. And that was about Barbie, and it shows that women could achieve anything, just like men could. They could get their dreams.
Applause.
And that was like, the third wave of feminism in like the 1980s.
The thing is, with Barbie's careers, quite often they'll showcase like pilot and race car driver, but they don't really do like beautician and stuff, which is a little strange.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And with the outfits, right?
The outfits.
Yeah.
Outfits.
They're not regular, like chefs, pilots, astronauts, they don't wear pink. They don't, and they're not
They're
skin
not in,
tight,
mini skirts.
it's not, it's again, sexualizing,
Go
right?
to space and just like a shiny miniskirt.
You know, who cares about pressure? No. My legs can handle it.
I'll be
Legs
fine.
of steel.
The fact that during the Barbie movie with Margot Robbie, Ken keeps trying to advance on Barbie, but she rejects him, and she doesn't like marry him. She doesn't have a husband, which again promotes the idea that women can be independent. They don't have to be tied down
Yes.
to marriage.
At some points, I was expecting kind of like the Tallman ending, where she ends up getting married anyways, which I hated.
Yeah.
But luckily she didn't. I like that. I like it when men don't get love.
Yeah, but also Barbie doesn't have any kids. Like, she has little sisters, you know, but she doesn't have any kids, which is like, you don't need to have kids to live a fulfilled life, which, you know, it's good.
There was a pregnant Barbie at one point, I think.
Yeah, that was
Didn't
Mitch.
Was there not one like I remember.
I think there was a pregnant Barbie.
There was a
got
pregnant
rid of it
Barbie
'cause
that
it was
her
like,
stomach
it was,
came off and the baby came out.
It was like teen.
That's
they were, like, promoting
horrifying.
teen pregnancy, so they had to get rid of it.
How old is Barbie? Like
She's
the
like-
character, not the.
She's like 20s.
Yeah.
20s. Okay, that's not teen pregnancy then.
I know. I don't know why everybody was just like, no, it's promoting teen pregnancy, because like children wanted the doll. And they were like, oh, I want to get pregnant because Barbie's pregnant. Like,
Arcade's Barbie dolls predominantly represented white, blonde, and thin women,
We've
oh, I
mentioned that.
figured it out. I
leading
found
to
it.
criticism and promoting Eurocentric standard of beauty.
Yeah.
The lack of racial and ethnic diversity has contributed. I was doing so well.
Where are we? Contributed to feelings of exclusion among non-white children and reinforced beauty ideals tied to whiteness. True, but they did introduce the like the women of color Barbies and the Barbies in the wheelchairs and the gay Barbies. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's all super recent.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
all very.
Also-
I think it was like they were trying to like.
Yeah,
that's
it was
the thing.
Yeah.
like forced representation.
Yeah, because people were getting like angry.
Yeah,
They were like,
and it's
why? They
also
were-
like insensitive. Like it's very stereotypical
Yeah.
representations.
Yeah.
Like Emily mentioned the Mexican Barbie, which like it's kind of, I don't know the actual era, but it's like a historical. It's just it's like dressing them in like traditional clothing and not having like context
Yeah.
for it or respect
Yeah.
for cultural nuances.
They've got more horse dolls than they have like.
Yeah.
That is true.
Diverse.
I've got 3 Barbie horses at least. I might
I
have
had
more.
so many.
I've just realised it makes it sound like I've got the dolls. It's like Ivy.
Yeah, no, I don't have them. I had them back in the day. I think the only non-white dolls I had as a kid were Pocahontas and Mulan.
Yeah.
So
I don't think I have a non-white one. Non-white human, because
I
obviously the ones
remember-
that
I think I had like a fairy, and she was black.
oh, the
I
one from
might have had
Tinkerbell.
like a Barbie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one from
ballerina.
Tinkerbell.
Yeah, but that's all like it's like characters.
Mm.
Yeah,
It's not like
there weren't like any just Barbies
This is
that
Barbie.
were
Yeah.
yeah.
not white, or even just like brunette. Like,
Yeah. They were just blonde and skinny and like.
There was like a fat Barbie. She was a normal like
Yeah.
person,
Normal.
right? Like
Yeah.
like a realistic
Yeah.
person. And I remember my sisters, they used to make her the pregnant one. Like they would genuinely be, oh, she's pregnant.
Oh my god.
oh,
And this was like during COVID, so they were like quite young.
that is a bit
Yeah.
weird. Yeah,
But genuinely, she was just like I think she had a normal sized neck as well.
that's crazy.
I know.
One of the first times I like watched Barbie was those like old animated Barbie films,
Yeah.
which those are amazing by
Those
the
were
way.
great. I
Absolutely.
loved them.
I remember my favorite being like Princess Charm School, which was
Princess Charm School
basically.
was-
And when we first get to Princess Charm, she's working in a cafe with her hair up.
Yeah.
And she's just there, and all of the characters in Princess Charm School are so thin. Even like people who have had children,
Yeah.
like
they're
the
tiny.
Dane something,
Yeah.
the mother, she looked the same as her daughter.
Yeah.
Like you could barely tell them apart.
Mm.
She just had like bigger hair, I think,
Yeah.
and more different clothes.
Yeah.
So it's just not very realistic. That's what I'm saying. Which shows little girls that like you can change.
Yeah, it's like bad like beauty standard.
Yeah.
Children.
Which that's what we've been talking about this whole time, by the way.
Yeah.
Probably should have made that a bit clearer.
Oh well. No, but like in
Get some common sense.
the Barbie movie, they do kind of comment on that, like when stereotypical Barbie gets
Yeah.
like not perfect, like she gets like
Cellulite and
cellulite
Yeah.
and everything, and like normal people things. She's like, no.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, she like I guess it was it's complicated because they did make a comment about like oh, she's not pretty anymore. Like she said that, and then America Ferrera's character, whose name I can't remember, was like, oh, you're still beautiful, blah blah.
Yeah.
It was a very good sentiment. I just can't remember any of the words.
Yeah. It was like really pretty though. It was really nice.
Yeah, and the person who was narrating it was like, if they wanted to make this point, Margot Robbie was the wrong person to cast.
Yeah.
She's absolutely gorgeous.
She is.
Yeah.
I loved the Barbie movie. I saw it 3 times.
I've only
Barbie
seen it
movie's
once
so
so far.
People just people, you know.
People
just
in general, no one is
people.
specific. No one specifically.
No one we specifically know. Call them like woke, and it's like
Yeah, I see it all the time on social
Yeah.
media, like all the men,
Yeah.
and also some women,
yeah,
like trap wives and everything.
yeah.
They're like, oh, it's woke and it's blah blah. I don't really
Yeah.
engage with that content, so I don't
Well,
know
they're
what
saying
they're
it's
actually
like
saying.
it's like promoting like the woke like agenda to children. It's
the
like
liberal
the
agenda.
liberal agenda to children. It's like, well, like what do you even mean? Like, I don't understand.
It's not an agenda. It's just people want equality.
Yeah.
Please.
Is that so hard?
Also, the thing is that boys feel like they can't really play with Barbie a lot of the time because it's
Yes.
pink and that's such a girly thing.
Yeah, it's absolutely. It's always marketed towards like young girls,
Yeah.
and it's like boys aren't really included in that, and they
Yeah.
and that really it doesn't. They don't get really like what the female experience is because they're not taught it.
Yeah.
And like it stems from that kind of.
Yeah, the whole like boys should be into cars.
You can tell she's a princess.
I don't know, but it was there's also like a real reinforcement of gender roles because it's like she's into like fashion
Yeah.
and beauty. Like if you watch the Barbie in the Dream House,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's definitely very much into like fashion. She has
Yeah.
her wardrobe is insane, and I
It's-
would give
Yeah,
anything
it's
it's
like
for
even
it.
though she
genuinely
has all
the
those
side
jobs, it's like she
country.
does all those jobs like beautifully and like
Yeah.
she's pretty while
Yeah.
she does it. That's
Also,
like, the whole
she's
point.
like the perfect girl,
Yeah.
and like so these kids feel like they can't make mistakes, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah.
not very good. And because girls are often underestimated anyway, stuff like
Mhm.
STEM, which is a lot of what Barbie promotes for little girls.
Yeah.
But she does it perfectly, so they feel like they're not allowed to make
Yeah.
mistakes. And they
Yeah,
have to
there
work
was
lot
a study
harder.
about that, but I don't know if it's in here.
Mm.
But I remember Emily mentioning it. I'm gonna try to find it. It was like a study, and it was like girls who played with Barbie are less likely to engage in STEM careers because of there it is somewhere here. Yeah, a 2014 study published in Sex Roles showed that girls who played with Barbie were less likely to perceive themselves as capable of performing traditionally male-dominated roles in STEM careers.
Which is strange because Barbie does a lot of STEM careers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she's like an astronaut.
Yeah.
and a
She's
doctor.
Race
and-
car driver, pilot.
Yeah, but then like you said, she just does it like perfectly.
Yeah.
Like,
She's not allowed to make mistakes.
yeah.
She can't do anything that will make it seem like she's not perfect for the job.
Mm.
So if she makes one slip up, she'll be like out, which
Yeah.
isn't really how it should be,
Yeah.
in my opinion. Okay, so let's think. Overall, do you guys think that Barbie has been good so far? After what we've discussed, there's more. There's more.
There's more. We want to talk about the movie.
But
next.
for now,
Yeah.
like,
As in,
what
like,
you guys?
Barbie as a whole, I don't think it's very good, like, for, like, young children, like, young girls.
Yeah. No, Barbie feminism, it's very much like white feminism, pop
Yeah.
feminism.
Very much.
Like,
yeah.
idealistic
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of view of what a woman should be, which
Yeah.
isn't very helpful for young girls who like don't know what they should be or like
Yeah.
what they want to be or what they can be.
Mm.
I'm using a bunch of words.
Synonyms. Yeah. No, I don't think.
Yeah, no, it's just like, oh, this white girl can do everything. But, like, there's, like, no, like, black girl who can do everything. It's just, like, this white, skinny, you know, perfect girl.
Yeah. Also, a lot of her careers are just kind of like they're not about helping other people, which should be like a big thing if you're
Yeah.
inspiring little kids on what to do. They don't
Yeah.
teach a lot of moral lessons. It's more just like, yeah, you can do anything. You can
Yeah.
rob a bank.
If you put your mind to it and if you're, like, skinny and blonde and pretty.
Then everyone will just hand everything to you on a silver
Well, yeah,
platter.
because a lot of it is, it's like she gets these things because she's pretty. Like,
Yeah.
people like her because she's perfect, because she's pretty.
Yeah. Yeah. And everything just sort of happens to like line up for her.
Yeah.
Like in Barbie Princess Charm School, she happens to get selected to go to the school, and then
Yeah.
like randomly she just is the daughter
Yeah.
of the queen.
Like, it's like that, you know, that wouldn't happen in real life, so, like, you know.
I get it's not supposed to be realistic,
Yeah.
but like you need to make one
But then
realistic
a
one.
lot of little girls do dream that they'd be like princesses because of seeing
That
things
is
like
cute,
that.
yeah.
I did.
I wanted to be a princess. I had a little book that taught me how to be a princess.
Aww.
That's so cute.
I know, it taught me how to like carry books on my head, and
I did that too.
Yeah,
I
after watching Barbie Princess,
Yeah.
I tried
You had to see the arabesque, like the flower
Yeah.
pots. Early exposure to adult themes.
oh, we mentioned that, didn't we?
I think
Yeah,
we
like
mentioned
sexualization.
sexualization, yeah.
Yeah, that's under the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Should we move on to the movie because we've got 15 minutes so once we get here.
Yes. Okay, so the Barbie movie came out last summer.
Yes,
Summer
it
of
did.
Barbie.
The Barbie summer.
Well, Barbenheimer.
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 Okay, Margot Robbie dragged both those films over like the mark, the £1 million mark or something.
Yes.
She dragged both those films.
Speaking of, Barbie feminism is capitalist. Okay, and I mentioned this earlier, and not very good in how like subversive it can be because I mean the budget it was like how many
People ran out of pink paint.
yeah the
That was
budget
insane.
was $128 to $145 million, and the film made $1.446 billion, which is quite a lot
They
of
should have
money.
given that to me.
And it's funded. It's funded by Mattel, which is like a multi-million-dollar
Yeah.
company. And a production line like Barbie, it's heavily involved with like oil and low labor costs in countries that used to be like colonies, which is it's not in line with the views of feminism because in these low income countries, women will get treated very like everyone will get treated very badly in like labor lines, but especially women. And I actually saw like a photo of and it was like this like piece of art that someone made like to demonstrate how of like a contrast it is, and it was a woman in this low income country, it wasn't really specified which one, and she was making a t-shirt that said like girl boss or like screw the patriarchy or something like that, and it was really impactful because it highlighted Western white feminism versus what feminism like intersectional feminism, what feminism should actually be about.
Yeah, I mean feminism should be about equality between genders.
Yeah.
And that includes men. Like
yes,
yeah,
it
that,
doesn't.
the Barbie
It's
movie
not
didn't
man
really do
hating.
that,
I mean it kind
it
of
did in the end, like
the fragile masculinity thing.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
funny.
And
so.
Alan was a really good example of like
Alan was
positive
good.
Yeah.
Alan was good.
masculinity.
Yeah. But I think it was just the like I do get like why they did it, but it was like the he's just Ken thing. I feel like on like younger boys that would have been a bit like
Yeah, no,
like,
that
I'm,
was-
Yeah,
I'm
the
nothing.
Mojo Dojo Casa
Yeah.
House.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, no, feminism should also tackle things like toxic masculinity because like that's a big problem. Like, because that can also lead to then like sexism against women as well. Like, as well as men, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of people think it is just like it's women, but it's
women
not.
need
It's
to rule
women
the
and
world.
men need to rule
Yeah,
the world
it's
Yes.
feminism is striving to uplift women to the position that men are, not bring down men.
Down men to our level.
and not create
And
like
not
a
raise us above.
matriarchy.
No.
Yeah.
Also, what I thought was really interesting about the Barbie movie is that I don't know the actor's name, and also the character doesn't have a name. The real life woman who played with Barbie, America
Ferrera.
The little
that
girl.
one, no,
Oh.
the little girl,
Her
her
mother.
mother. The character I actually don't think had a name. She was just known as like the child's mother,
Yeah.
which I thought was really weird for a Barbie
Yeah.
film.
Yeah, like that.
Did she have a name?
Someone's
I don't-
here.
I'm gonna Google it, but I don't remember her having it. I feel like she was just in the credits as like
Is
the
it
woman or
Judy?
something.
But yeah, no, she didn't have a name. Which even as I was watching it, I was like, that's kind
And
of
if she
weird.
did have a name, then she wasn't like definitely wasn't like pushed on people.
On the subtitles, she was like referred to as
was
like
she
the
just,
child's
like,
mother.
The child's mother.
Yeah, or like mom, or whatever.
Mom.
But I just thought that was.
That is a bit weird.
I don't think she had a name.
She
because
didn't
like
have a name.
every time she's mentioned, it's just America
just Mom.
Ferrera's like iconic Barbie speech,
Yeah.
which was a very good speech and it highlighted
It
a
was
lot- a
very
lot of
good, but
points. But it's a,
She didn't have a name,
I know.
which I don't even understand why they would have done that. You know what I mean?
It's so weird. Like, women in that movie had two names. Barbie and then whatever the name of the little girl was. And I can't
the
even
rest of them
remember
were
that.
just this Barbie and like this
Yeah.
Barbie.
Yeah, there was like weird Barbie.
Weird
I loved
Barbie.
her.
Weird
She
Barbie
was
was my
great.
favourite.
She was great. But I just think it's so interesting that they characterized women, even in the film, just by one
Don't have
characteristic.
names.
Yeah. Right.
But yeah, no, so they were only referred to as like a characteristic
Yeah.
of, well,
Like President Barbie.
I mean, even
or-
Alan had a name. He wasn't
Yeah.
Ken's friend. Like, he was
He was
referred to as
Alan.
Ken's friend, but he had a name. He was
Yeah.
Alan
Yeah.
primarily.
Yeah.
But all the other Barbies were just weird Barbie. I don't know any of the other.
President Barbie.
President
There was
Barbie,
a physicist
Dr.
Barbie. I
Yeah.
liked her. She
Yeah.
was played by the lady who was in Sex Education. Can't remember her name.
Oh yeah. I don't know her name.
I mean, yeah, there was Midge, but
Yeah.
was she in the film?
Barely.
Yeah, so like,
yeah, Midge was choosing it for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
and even Margot Robbie's character Barbie was stereotypical Barbie.
Yeah.
So the only reason she was called Barbie and had her name was
she
because
Barbie.
she was Barbie.
She was the original.
Yeah.
She was the one in the swimsuit.
It was
Yeah.
it was probably just easy to shorten it to Barbie and saying stereotypical Barbie all the time.
Yeah.
So even
Yeah.
she didn't really have a name. She was named after the brand.
Yeah.
So none of the female characters in the Barbie movie had a name apart from the
Yes.
child,
Yeah.
which is very interesting to me.
Yeah. I mean, it was like Ken and Alan.
Yeah.
They had their own names because they were under the Barbie franchise, but they
Yeah.
had their own names.
Mm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there were a bunch of Kens, but like,
I like to see why they were playing the guitar. That's very real.
The speech that America Ferrera did, which was an amazing speech. It was like obviously a really emotional moment. Like I think I cried.
I cried.
I was the same with my family, so I did not cry.
I think I only cried the second time I watched it because I think I might have been. I was either with Lucy or I was with like JD and Liv and Aiden. Anyways, like the speech, it was like outlining contradictions that obviously like really big parts of being a woman in a patriarchal society, but it wasn't blaming or like calling out the patriarchy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was kind of just like a rant.
Yeah.
And it was like the person I heard that from, they used this really cool metaphor of the Barbie movie saying that we are all, it's like telling us that we are drops in the bucket towards equality when really the bucket should be just pushed over.
Yeah.
Which I really like that metaphor. I can't find it, but it's in there somewhere.
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
Yes, it's also the film. It's filled with like caricatures of like the patriarchy, like Ken's
The horse thingy.
yeah,
like
the Ken's idea of patriarchy was incompetent and it didn't really pose a threat. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week. We're talking about gender and alcohol consumption. Bye.
Hi guys. We're recording this 2 weeks later. 2 months.
Andrew Tate, sponsor us.
Please.
Please, we need money.
We need it.
We could be your best friends. We'd agree with everything you say.
Yeah, 100%.
Also, with the fact that Barbie has
Bless
Good.
you.
1 second. Sorry, swallowed my own spit. Oh! I'm good.
You okay?
I'm good.
But yeah,
I'm gonna pick up my script.
should we look at the negatives?
Negatives.
Over
sexualization.
I've mentioned that so much. I feel like I'm getting tired of it.
Oh, whose point was the lack of diversity?
That was, I don't know. Where is that?
That's quite good.
But yeah.
Lack of
yeah, it's good.
diversity.
Can't really find it.
Oh, I
Oh
found it.
yeah.
For decades.
Pasta.
Pasta.
Pasta's
time.
ready.
Guys, gotta go.
Bye guys.
Do we need to pause this?
We'll do an actual outro later.
Yeah, bye.
I think it's the red one there. I can't see the mouse.
Click. Did it stop? I don't think it stopped. Stop.
It's still recording. Yeah. The red one. The red one.
The red one.
Hi. Oh, sorry.
Stop it.
Do you guys mind if I go make the pasta?
Off you go.
Just because I'm worried about the time.
Yes,
Yeah, no,
have
go for
fun
it.
making pasta. I'm very excited
Oh,
about
wait,
pasta.
who wants some?
I do.
Pasta.
Okay, so. They should have made us start bleeding.
The kids are like, what the hell? What's happening?
Hey, they wanted about beauty, they get the full lesson. Not the kids about version.
You guys will live, okay?
Like elephants.
Are they equal?
They're a matriarchy.
Ooh.
I know, the women are in charge. I love elephants.
I do love a good elephant. They're quite cute.
We're not promoting the matriarchy, we
Yeah.
promise.
We're promoting elephants and elephants only. I think,
It's only okay when elephants do it, guys.
yeah, elephants should
I
sponsor
love
us.
elephants. I saw a video yesterday and this guy was like, hey, I really hope nobody steals my pool water. He turned around and there was an elephant behind him sniffing the floor. So that's
We're
why
a bit off topic.
that's why Barbie is a good film.